Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So excuse the appearance. Most of you guys know that I had weight loss surgery. I had weight loss surgery yesterday, and yesterday was Tuesday, March 8th. And I just wanted to give you guys like an update and tell you guys what happened, how I'm feeling. And so let's just jump right into it. So Sunday, I had like my last, people don't want me to say like last meal, but I ended up calling it my food funeral. So last week I had like a bunch of my favorite foods. Obviously I was still careful during the day, but I would have like a cheat meal. Like we went to Chick-fil-A one day. We had pizza one day. Just so that like I didn't regret going into this weight loss journey and not having had my last favorite meals. So last week was wonderful. And Sunday I had brunch at my mom's with all of my family. And that was really, really nice to see my cousins and my aunts. Monday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the bariatric center called me to let me know what time my surgery was. Cause I always call the day before. So they called and she said, your surgery is scheduled for 11:30 on Tuesday, but you have to arrive 2 hours earlier. So we'll see you at 9:30. Cool. I was glad I wasn't like the first one in, because sometimes they start surgery, you have to be there at 5 a.m. So I was able to sleep in a little bit on Tuesday. Monday night, I did not sleep very well. I was anxious and excited. So Monday, I think I fell asleep at like midnight or 12:30. Woke up at like 7 on Tuesday. Just spent time with Jack and Timmy, and then we, oh no, I think we took Jack to my mom's Monday night. Monday night we took Jack to my mom's. So that way we didn't have to worry about like timing and bringing him over, because he was going to sleep over that night. So we brought Jack to my mom's. I stayed home because I wasn't feeling that great. I was feeling really anxious. Spent some time with Tim. That was really nice. He took off from work for this whole week for family leave, or family medical leave, to take care of me. And we just spent time like watching a movie and spending time together on Monday night, and then Tuesday my surgery was scheduled. Because I'm not the best storyteller, and my brain is a little foggy from everything that happened. So kind of bear with me. I'm also exhausted, but I'll get into that. So we show up to the hospital Tuesday. We were there a little bit earlier. We sat in the car for like 20 minutes just so that I can kind of chill. We walk in, I go up to like the little station, and they tell me that someone's going to come and get me. A nurse will come get me. So then we sat for probably like 15 minutes. Nurse came over. I followed her. We went up to, I think, like the second floor or something like that. And she got me all ready in pre-op. So that means like she took my vitals, blood pressure, temperature, and what else? I had to do like a urine sample. I'm trying to remember all of the things. She just did like not an exam, but like just to see how I was doing, how I was feeling. Gave me some medicine to kind of calm me down because I was anxious. So that really helped. I think I was there. Eventually Tim came with me, but it took a while. It took maybe like an hour to get me all like kind of settled, and Tim came down. Yes, your name, your date of birth. I'm trying to remember all of the questions that she asked me. The medicines that I'm still taking. You have to stop like I had to stop my vitamins that I was taking 5 days prior to my scheduled surgery. So this is the speedometer. I think that's what it's called. What I had to use. And I'm just showing you guys. I had to do it 10 times. And I had to keep that little smiley face in the little circle and go up to where that bar was. and it's supposed to be good for your lungs to open them up and get all that gunk out from the anesthesia. Eventually then the surgeon came down to see me, to see how I was feeling, and they were like getting the OR ready. Anesthesiologist came down also. He was the last person like to come down because he's the one that wheeled me into the OR. So anesthesiologist came in. He looked at my throat, asked me about my allergies, if I had any like background stuff, like any cardiac arrest, any kidney issues, anything like that would involve like an issue with giving me the anesthesia. So then I said my goodbyes to Timmy. This was, at this time, it was probably close to 11:30. The OR was ready. So the anesthesiologist wheeled me into, down the hallway and into the OR. And the last thing I really remember is being in the OR room. It was very bright. It was all white, sterile, if you will. And they had me go from the bed I was on to the other bed. And I had to put my arms out, and that was the last thing I remember. I was then asleep. I woke up in recovery. That's a little hairy for me because I don't really remember a lot of the beginning parts of it. But I did come out of anesthesia really good. Some people are like in it for a long period of time, which can cause problems. So I came out of it really quickly. They just kept giving, asking me about my pain level, giving me medicine. I have 3 incisions. One is by my belly button, one to my left side of my stomach, and the biggest one is to my right. So I have my gallbladder out as well as the gastric sleeve done. So the biggest one I have is bruised and it's gross, and it's because of all the pressure they were putting on by just, taking out my gallbladder and taking out my, all my stomach. Okay, so by this time, when I got up into my room, it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I will add that footage here from being in the hospital when I put my Instagram post on. Hi guys, I just want to give you a little bit of an update. So I am, I've been in my room since 3, I think, and it's like 7:15 now. So I'm doing good. I'm in a little bit of pain, but I had my dinner, which is my little Ensure protein shake, and I'm just drinking water. I had oxygen on and all of these wires. I had a heart monitor on. They would take my blood pressure and temperature I think it was like every 4 hours, which if you've ever been in the hospital, you know that when you go there, you don't sleep well because the techs will come in and take your vitals, and your nurse will come in a lot. I got up, I went to the restroom, and I did it all by myself, which I was very impressed. And after that, I went to take a walk. I did a couple laps around the nurse's station because obviously when you have like any kind of surgery or gas, they want you to walk. It helps with the gas a lot. So I took a couple laps around there, went back to my room and I rested. And probably by that time, it's like dinner time. So my dinner, they brought me in a Premier Shake. Okay, so Premier Shake for dinner, and then just tons and tons of water. I asked for a Jello last night, but had like maybe 2 bites, and was full. I would say the weirdest thing, is not knowing when I feel full, or I guess knowing when I'm feeling full, which when you're heavier, and obese, you are almost conditioned to keep eating, right? We don't really have that little thing in our head that says, hey, you're full, stop eating. So when you keep eating, you are expanding your stomach, right? So with the surgery, them taking out mostly all of my stomach, I had to be very mindful of how much I eat, how fast I eat, or drink rather, because right now I'm on an all liquid diet for the next 7 to 10 days, like I was the day before surgery. So yes, so the night was tough. I was in a lot of pain. I walked again after, it was like 9:30 at night. I walked like 3 or 4 times around the nurse's station just to kind of get everything moving, which also helped, but getting back in bed would hurt. So it's almost like muscle spasms. It's almost like I'm sore, like when you work out at the gym, it's like that, but also included is gas. And I know that's not a cute thing to talk about, but it happens. Like I have to keep rubbing my chest to get the gas moving. And I know TMI, but I have not had a bowel movement since Sunday, which I know is pretty typical. So I'm taking Miralax to help things move along. Okay, so I got woken up a bunch of times in the middle of the night. I had my IV like in my left hand. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was in my left hand. And it was in my hand right here. Very uncomfortable. It must have moved. So I asked the nurse if she could put it in my right hand. So she moved it over there and that felt so much better. So yeah, that changed during the night. She kept coming in a couple hours to give me more pain medicine. And yeah, and then this morning I was up at like 5:30. The anesthesiologist was like one of the first guys to come in, asked me how I was doing, said I looked good. I was awake and I was alert, and like ready to go home. So this morning I took a couple more laps around the nurse's station when Tim got there around 8:30. And you guys, they had like everything ready. Like the nurse had switched over from the night nurse to the day nurse. And I loved both of them. They were so wonderful. Highland Hospital did a wonderful job. They definitely have this bariatric program down, and know how to treat their patients. So I thank them for that. I felt very comfortable. Yeah, so Tim got there, we did a couple laps, and they had already sent the new daytime nurse like the discharge papers. So maybe like half an hour later, I had a couple people come in to check on me and give me instructions for post-op and nutrition. So I had 11 prescriptions given to me. Not all of them I have to take daily, but that was a little overwhelming. So she kind of went through them one by one and told me like how to use them, when to use them. And she was wonderful. She highlighted everything. It was just very well communicated. And then a nutritionist came in, talked to me about what my liquid diet would look like for the next 7 to 10 days. And I have a post-op visit March 16th, just to check everything out, check my incision sites, all of that. So I'm sorry this was so long-winded, you guys, but I wanted to make sure I gave you a video. Thank you for everyone's prayers and love. It definitely helped and I felt the love. So thank you. And I will possibly have a video up on Sunday. We'll see how I'm feeling. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or you're interested in doing the bariatric surgery, like let me know, because I've had a couple people reach out to me and just ask me how it went and that they're thinking about it too. So contact me on my Instagram or here on YouTube. Let me know if you have questions. I will answer them the best I can, the fastest I can. I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go rest, and I will see you guys next one. Okay, bye.
You wouldn't